Hello, and welcome to another episode of Mindset, Money, Success. And I'm your host, Lorraine Marshall. And today we're diving into a personal and transformative topic: finding love again after loss or abandonment. Now, if you have ever experienced the sudden death of a partner or the heartbreak of abandonment, you know how deeply it can shake your sense of self and your belief in love. I have another episode where I've shared my story previously, and that episode is called The 3 Ds of Relationship Endings. The 3 Ds: divorce, death of a partner, and discard, the sudden termination of a relationship where you weren't expecting that relationship to end. So let's have a look at what you can do when you've been through this loss of a relationship, either through death of a partner or the heartbreak of a termination. So I want you to remind you today that it is absolutely possible to find love again, and not just any love, but the right love. So let's explore in this episode how trauma impacts relationships and how to shift your mindset, and my personal method for identifying the kind of relationship that you truly want so that you can attract the right partner. Stay with me, because at the end of this episode, you'll feel hopeful, empowered, and ready to take the next step toward love. Let's just take a minute to look at the impact of trauma on relationships and understand the emotional weight. Losing a partner unexpectedly or being abandoned by someone you trusted can have deep emotional wounds. Of course, there will be a period of grieving in the loss of a relationship, and if that has been through abandonment and the partner has moved in quickly to another new relationship, then that grief and trauma can have a huge impact, because you're not just grieving the loss of a relationship, you're grieving the loss of your future, your identity, and sometimes even your sense of self. And so that does leave some emotional wounds. It can create fear of trusting again. It can create self-doubt, wondering if you are lovable or if it will happen again. You could put up emotional walls. You want to love, but you are afraid of being vulnerable. Trauma can also shape the way you approach new relationships. For some people, they can rush into love to try to fill the void and then end up with the wrong person. For others, they avoid relationships altogether. They fear that history will repeat itself. Now, for me, when I had my second long-term relationship after divorce, I had a partner who was my life partner and also my business partner, and he died very suddenly with a heart attack. And for me, it took me to get through the grief and the trauma and to rebuild. It took me months to do that. And to be honest, I had to go through a lot of therapy and grief counselling as well. So in the situation where you have just coming out of a relationship is usually not the right time to be looking for anyone new. So you need to understand about processing all of the emotional fallout from um, a sudden ending to your relationship. Now, healing isn't about just getting over it. It's more about processing and understanding and then deciding how you want to move forward. Now, if this resonates with you, know that your feelings are valid, but they don't define your future. Now, shifting the mindset and believing in love again and taking on a new perspective. Love after loss is possible, but it starts with believing it can happen for you. A few mindset shifts that helped me and many others to move forward is your past does not dictate your future. Just because something is painful and doesn't mean that you're going to repeat that cycle again. You need to think more positively about your future and actually focus on the past relationship you had and then think about what a new relationship could look like. Now, the right relationship is about quality, not quantity. You don't need to date endlessly. What you need is alignment. Now, healing doesn't mean waiting for someone to rescue you. It means becoming the best version of yourself so you can attract the right person naturally. Now, like I said, after the death of my partner in 2006, it took me a while before I even wanted to be in the arms of another man. And I dated a few people. And then in 2009, in January 2009, I decided that I wanted a new long-term relationship. I didn't want to keep dating and having a boyfriend and then, I wanted something more solid. So it was January 2009. I was sitting in my home office and I remember writing down what type of man on an A4 piece of paper, because I have been involved in personal development, personal growth for a long time. And part of that has always been being able to think about things and write down goals for the future. It helped me in my business, it helped me in my life, and obviously helped me in lots of other things. Now, so back to the time when I was writing out what type of man. So basically, I wrote down that I wanted a strong man, a generous man, a caring man, someone to laugh with, someone to share my life with, and someone who could go on holiday 2 or 3 times a year. Now, that was 2009, January. And by March, that person came into my life. And that relationship lasted 11 years. Unfortunately, I wasn't very specific about what type of man I wanted because everything that I wrote down came into being with the holidays and the laughing together, sharing our life together. All of that was great. At the beginning of the relationship, a very generous, kind, caring person that I had met. Unfortunately, the end was nothing like that. And that's a different story. So you really need to be clear. So be careful what you wish for when you start to write down all of the qualities that you want to see in your next relationship. So instead of asking, will I ever find love again? You need to shift the question to, what do I need to prepare myself for the right relationship? So, what type of relationship do you really want? You need to get clear on what it is that you want, need. Many people focus on finding someone instead of understanding what they actually want in a relationship. Here's my method. Define the qualities that truly matter to you. Do you want a partner who is adventurous or grounded? Do you want to value deep conversations, or is shared humour more important? What values must they have? Kindness, integrity, ambition, ready for commitment. There is a lot of different things that you need to really think about. You need to think about age, health, hobbies. You need to be able to write down everything and focus on what it is that you are looking for. So identify how you want to feel in your next relationship. Do you want to feel safe, loved, supported, inspired? Do you want to feel passionate, respected, equal? Whatever it is, your emotions will be your guide. Next, visualize your ideal partnership. Not just the person, but the dynamic. Do you want a best friend, a soulmate, a passionate lover, someone who will be a business partner and share business interests, a co-adventurer in life, or just a holiday companion? What is it that you're looking for? Then picture your daily life together. What does that look like? Are you going to be the person who is going to cook all the food? Or is that going to be something that the two of you will enjoy together? Are the daily tasks of the cleaning, shopping, cooking, gardening, is that just going to be one person doing everything? Or is it going to be two people enjoying it together? You need to really think about what this next new relationship might look like. So when you get clear on what you truly want, you naturally attract people who align with that vision. So practical steps for dating after trauma and taking action. Healing first. Give yourself permission to heal before jumping into dating. Therapy, journaling, and self-care are crucial. Set healthy boundaries. Recognize red flags early and walk away from what doesn't serve you. Take dating at your own pace. You don't have to rush. Start with light-hearted conversations and let connections grow naturally. In saying this, anyone who is forcing you into rushing a relationship, rushing to propose, rushing to get married, then that's a red flag. You need to understand that is definitely a red flag. Now you can shift your focus from finding the one to becoming the version of yourself that attracts the right person. So remember, dating should be fun and not a stressful chore. So let's look at a hopeful future. Love is possible for you, no matter your past, no matter your fears. There is someone out there who will love and cherish you the way you deserve. And the most important step is believe in yourself first. So when my relationship ended very suddenly in 2020, it took me more or less 6 to 8 months to feel any better about myself and to stop blaming myself for the things that had occurred. And on my healing journey, I was guided to start listening to affirmation videos, and my passion for technology and digital creation led me into creating a YouTube channel. And on that channel, I actually started creating some short 5-minute affirmation videos. And so there was one in particular that I was drawn to. So this affirmation video that I created was a take on the oath of manifestation. So you can listen to this, one of the first affirmations that I put onto my YouTube channel. Through this oath of manifestation, all things are possible. I declare absolutely that I live in a friendly universe that is always providing for me. I feel it powerfully happening now. I accept and receive unexpected good, unexpected money, unexpected love, unexpected kindness, unexpected generosity, unexpected offers, unexpected prosperity, coming in unexpected ways from unexpected places in my life and the life of others. I am constantly guided and boldly empowered to receive the lavish abundance of the universe. I accept the principle that abundance and prosperity have already been given to me. My acceptance makes it real and opens the space for manifestation to rush in. I open wide the doors of my consciousness to receive and to give. It is done now. I am open to receiving more abundance and giving more abundance than I have ever experienced before. I can afford anything I desire. In fact, I am so prosperous I need never worry again. I am grateful for all that I have and grateful for all that I am able to give. I keep myself lifted in high consciousness, no matter what the appearances are. All things are possible. The universe provides, and so it is. Through this oath of manifestation, all things are possible. I declare absolutely that I live in a friendly universe that is always providing for me. I feel it powerfully happening now. I accept and receive unexpected good, unexpected money, unexpected love, unexpected kindness, unexpected generosity, unexpected offers, unexpected prosperity, coming in unexpected ways from unexpected places in my life and the life of others. I'm constantly guided and boldly empowered to receive the lavish abundance of the universe.
I accept the principle that abundance and prosperity have already been given to me. My acceptance makes it real and opens the space for manifestation to rush in. I open wide the doors of my consciousness to receive and to give. It is done now. I am open to receiving more abundance and giving more abundance than I have ever experienced before. I can afford anything I desire. In fact, I am so prosperous, I need never worry again. I am grateful for all that I have and grateful for all that I am able to give. I keep myself lifted in high consciousness, no matter what the appearances are. All things are possible. The universe provides. And so it is. And so it is. And so it is.
Now, a takeaway today is write down 3 qualities you truly want in a partner and 3 ways that you can start preparing yourself for that kind of relationship. And a final thought is the right love isn't forced. It flows, it feels easy, and it will come when you're ready for it. Now, if you found this episode helpful, share it with someone who might need to hear this message. And if you would like to support my work, you can check out my website at successforlorraine.com. And you can support me by buying me a coffee. And the link is on my website, and I'll leave it in the show notes below the podcast and in the description below the video. So that's it for today's episode of Mindset, Money, Success. Until next time, keep believing in love and in yourself.